we are back. We're going to be playing some Dorado this time with the escort map. What are you expecting to see here, Zox?
I think I'm going to see St. Clair control that high ground, especially if they're on defense. We'll see what they do on attack, but on defense, you usually want to control the high ground just before that second sort of curve, just above the bridge there. Being able to hold that, as we can see, the high ground that's on the screen right now. You have a lot of wiggle room to sort of see this entire wide sight line, but we're seeing Strider on a Tracer instead of a Sombra this time around, and Bailable is still sticking to that Reaper.
Wow. Without even noticing, they almost have a complete mirror matchup again, minus the Tracer and Sombra there.
It's true. A good Widow on Dorado as well can be a real nuisance to attacking teams.
For sure. And it looks like Mr. Toast is going to try to sneak behind St. Clair and see if he can get a hack off here.
Just scout around, see what information he can give back to his team. As we notice, St. Clair hasn't dropped yet. Oh no, they have. They left the high ground to sort of force University of Illinois back.
And it's kind of back and forth right now. Both teams. Oh, and it looks like Bailable gets a pick, as I say that, on Mr. Toast. And St. Clair is going to try to clean up here.
Takes that Sombra right out of the fight as they're forcing the University of Illinois just right back into their point. But we see the Coalescence come out early from Spark Rush, pushing St. Clair back instead, and we see Greeds take out Bailable, which is going to be a sort of competition. As he goes to the high ground, he's almost at his ultimate, but not quite there yet. Ooh, Prince Wada gets hacked too.
Taken out by Greeds as well, and it looks like University of Illinois is going to take this opportunity to push, and they take out Apostle.
Bailable just got back, but then he got hacked, and now he's all the way back in spawn. But Strider is still down there, still making a nuisance of himself, and sort of contesting the payload, making sure it doesn't get too far, so his team has a chance to regroup and sort of come back while he hides. Because as you can see, while St. Clair wasn't, when they got taken out, they had a while to go. Seymour with the big bomb on Greeds and Spark Rush, and then Strider coming in to clean up on the damage on Cola guy.
Wow, that was a quick fight there. I thought University of Illinois would have capped the first point, but it looks like St. Clair was able to hold them back.
Blink and you miss it. It's one of those games. But that's why having Strider on the Tracer instead of the Sombra right now is really good, because he can go in, contest the payload, prevent it from moving. But we do see Mr. Toast has EMP here as he tries to hide from Seymour's spray. As he's gotten a lot better at spy checking and keeping an eye out for the Sombra, trying to hit her as he goes around. Oh, we can see her, but he can't. He's come so close.
Whoa, Mr. Toast gets back from Mr. Toast.
Oh yes, it definitely gives his team enough time to do some massive damage.
We see two Coalescences. We see a Diva Bomb coming out from Deadly Emu. It doesn't seem to catch anybody, but Justin is trying to keep up his team. That was Greens with the Death Blossom.
The Death Blossom doing enough damage for his tanks to clean up. As Bailable does a sort of last final hurrah attempt, and he's getting a lot of value out of his Death Blossom. A lot of people have fallen to it, as he still contests the payload here with the help of Justin.
Sure, and he's trying to get a pick here on Jazzwing, which Justin manages to do, and Prince Wada is going to chase them all the way back to spawn.
To be honest, it looked like University of Illinois, it looked like they had that in the bag, but because Bailable was left alive with his Death Blossom and Justin on the Moira was still there to keep him up, it sort of fell apart. It looks like University of Illinois is the one who dropped their spaghetti this time around. St. Clair picked up the noodles and put them back in the bowl.
It looks like, oh, we got a Lucio beat from Jazzwing, and Bailable is hacked. He has to look out because he can be picked off easy like that. But it looks like another hack, with EMP from Mr. Toast, my bad. And Seymour's Diva Bomb was able to pick him off during that hack.
There's a lot of ults coming out from both sides as they have them in this sort of overtime. You sort of have to use it or lose it. As Greeds is getting just as much value out of his Death Blossom as Baleable did, but will it be enough? We still have supports up, and Baleable coming in with the Death Blossom just, whew, getting as much value as he
gonna
can.
win that round.
We'll see. We'll see how University of Illinois wants to defend this, because to not even get to first point will make it a little bit more difficult. It'll make they will have to have an iron defense that's impenetrable. Otherwise, St. Clair, with their sort of brawly, sort of fast-paced comp, they're just gonna walk right through them.
Exactly. It looks like just time after time, the Death Blossoms would be back to back, and every time Baleable would catch him off guard with that second wave of Death Blossom, but from the side of St. Clair, wiping out like 2 people, and then the rest of his team could clean up. So it looks like University of Illinois is going to have to be really careful with that, and make sure they don't keep him alive, because Reaper is not a hero you want to keep alive for long, because as soon as he builds that Death Blossom, even if he doesn't kill you, he could get your team down pretty low. That's
True.
never a good thing.
And pairing him with the Winston, which is another sort of, with Winston's Tesla gun, can do a lot of damage, especially after a Death Blossom. It looks like we're going to see a bit of a different comp coming from University of Illinois. We're running a Rein Zarya, Hanzo Junkrat on a Mercy combo. On defense,
I have not seen a lot of Mercy lately, I'm going to be real.
That's fair. Paired with the Ana on defense, being able to damage boost either the Hanzo or the Junkrat, and being able to resurrect somebody is going to be really useful on making sure St. Clair doesn't push past this first chokehold here. They're playing very tight-knit to their Rein as well, which might be a little bit difficult for Prince Wada and Seymour on the dive to try to find somebody who's sort of out of place. They're playing, University of Illinois is playing together, they're playing tight-knit, so we'll have to see.
Looks like Seymour is just trying to break down that shield a little bit. Strider gets in with a huge hack on Greens. Apostle is going to try to amp those heals and speed to push his team through the choke here.
Oh, St. Clair is doing so much damage, and University of Illinois sort of gave up that high ground a little bit early. They dropped before they need to, and now St. Clair. I say that, but as Greeds gets a kill on Apostle and DMX our friend Seymour here.
So good. Looks like they're gonna switch things up. Baleable is gonna go for a Pharah. We're gonna see some pharmacy from Baleable and Apostle, looks like.
Ooh, that's definitely gonna be interesting. Really, having Baleable on the Pharah will be useful. You'll meet this sort of Junkrat's massive spam damage with some sort of like Pharah's spam of her own. But they're gonna have to be careful because Hanzo is there. We see the Coalescence coming out from Yestin, forcing a shatter early, but it doesn't do too much on the side of University of Illinois.
Oh my goodness.
Just the damage output of Apostle pulling out the Mercy Glock, and St. Clair just cleans up.
That just... Oh my goodness.
University of Illinois needs to touch, and they managed to just in the nick of time. I hear the Hanzo ultimate coming out, but I haven't quite seen it yet as it's launched blind. Though it looks like St. Clair is able to not fall to it. Baleable falls to Deadly Emu.
Apostle with the resurrect on Baleable though. Looks like St. Clair has almost the full squad back except for Strider, but he can get back fast because of Tracer, and it looks like they're gonna cap this and win the series.
What a beautiful series from St. Clair. A quick 2 games, but a good 2 games nonetheless.
For sure. And it looks like Seymour got play with a Diva Bomb here. Wonder which one it was.
It's definitely gonna be a quality Diva Bomb. The one at the end here that took out a major support and also a DPS, which could have really helped University of Illinois. I would say that bomb was probably a make or break moment.
For sure. St. Clair really needed that win after about a week or so of bit of a losing streak, but hopefully this will get their confidence back up, and very good game against Illinois here.
we've sort of broken the stride, broken the streak, and we've seen a little bit of confidence come back. We've seen some aggression, some good plays from everybody, and everybody being able to stay alive, especially keeping Available alive for that clutch Death Blossom when they were defending was just beautiful, perfect, chef kiss.
Exactly. Those back-to-back Death Blossoms were beautiful. Just the coordination that Baleable had to pull it off right after, like right as soon as the first Death Blossom went off from Illinois, Baleable was just in there with his own Death Blossom, taking them off guard.
Just being able to wait out all the other ultimates and eventually go in and just be like, you know what, I got this, and being knowing and relying on your supports to keep you up during that is just it's just a good play, a good solid play.
For sure. And it looks like we're going to show our schedule for the next week here. Uh, we have League of Legends, St. Clair versus Fanshawe Falcons, October 8th at 6 p.m. EST, so that is tomorrow. We might have some Overwatch after that, it all depends. October 9th on the Friday, we're going to have some Rainbow Six Siege. And then we're going to have more Rainbow Six Siege on October 10th. October 12th on the Monday, and going into the next week here, we're going to have some more Overwatch. And then October 13th on Tuesday, we're going to have CSGO.
Definitely an action-packed week to look forward to from the Sync Gaming varsity program. I'm really kind of excited to see our Rainbow Six Siege team play because I've heard only good things about them.
For sure. Definitely tune into those streams and check our Twitter and other social media for more information about when we're streaming, because we might have some extra streams here and there for if we have time and whatnot. So be sure to keep up with those.
And one last time, I would like to thank our sponsors, St. Clair College, the SRC, the St. Clair Alumni Association, Zeckelman School of Business and IT, PC Outlet, and Tim Hortons. You know, I might go to Tim Hortons right now because I could really use a coffee.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.